Welcome to TechNut. Today we'll show you how to set up your ARK Survival Evolved server. Setting up an ARK server isn't hard work anymore. There are plenty of tools to make the job very easy. But there are still things to consider. Running an ARK server isn't something you can do on any machine. Just the server alone will consume 3 GB of RAM, so I would recommend having at least 4 GB of RAM if this machine is only gonna run the ARK server and nothing else. Our server will be running on a virtual machine and we're giving it 2 processors. The first thing that you'll need is the ARK Server Manager, available as a download link in the video description. We're just gonna open up the archive and extract it to a folder on the desktop. We're then gonna start the ARK Server Manager. The server wants to know if we're gonna use a local server or use this tool to manage a remote server. We're gonna use the local server option and select the path for the game data. I'm going to click Next, and Steam CMD will be downloaded. Steam CMD is a tool that allows us to download the game data directly from Steam and do our updates. Once the GUI is loaded, the first thing you want to do is click the Install Update button to connect to Steam and get the game data. This takes some time, so we speeded up the video for you. The install update feature will check for the latest version, pre-allocate the storage on your drive, download it, and configure it. If no new update is available, this feature can also be used to verify the game data to make sure that nothing is corrupted. When the download has completed, we're going to start the configuration of our server. The first thing that we'll do is give our server a name. We'll be using the default server port and query port, so we're going to leave them untouched. We're going to set the maximum number of players to 25, as I don't think the server can handle much more. We're not going to use a password for our server, but we'll need a password for the admin features. So we're just going to enter a password that we like. There are a lot of different settings which will remain untouched here, but you can fiddle around with them as you'd like. We are going to set a message of the day. And remember to change the duration because the default is 220 seconds. We'll go ahead and enable the crosshair and have a look at some other settings. If you go into rules and gameplay, you can do stuff like the XP multiplier, harvest multiplier, which people tend to want to do. So just set the values that you like. As you can see, there are tons of things that you can set here, and I'm just gonna mess around with a few of them to show you what we can do. Under player levels, you can change the required XP for a certain level and the engram points gained. You can also select what engrams are used for different items. You can specify dino levels, dino spawns, as well as changing raw INI data, if you're into that stuff. Under mods, which takes quite a while to load, you can add mods that are available for download from Steam. When you're happy with your settings, go back to the Server tab and press the Write INI Files button. This will save the configuration. I would recommend doing this a lot of times during the configuration since the app tends to crash sometimes. We are now ready to start the server for the first time. Click Launch Server and the command window will appear. Starting the server takes a couple of minutes, so we're going to speed up the video again. Once the full startup time is being displayed, the server is ready. And if the specified ports are open in your firewall, you should be able to see the server in Steam. In Steam, open View and select Servers. On the LAN tab, you should be able to see your server if everything is set up correctly. You now have your ARK Survival Evolved server up and running. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or other comments, please let us know below. And if you want to come play with us, check out the video description for our server details. And don't forget to subscribe.